Hey, it's me, GV, and welcome back to GV Guides, ladies and gentlemen. This is the final boss in the game. Make sure to do everything you want to do before fighting this boss, because once you fight this boss, you are locked into ending the game. So make sure to do the DLC or anything else you want to do before you do it. This is Gwyn Lord of Cinder, and as many people will point out, he is very, very easy if you parry. Basically, if you put on a shield and press, I believe it's LT. Now, here's the thing. I do not parry ever. I don't parry. I enjoy it in, like, Bloodborne. I enjoy it in Sekiro, but I really just, in Souls, I don't know what it is. I'm not a big fan of it. But yes, if you walk in here, he does quite a lot of attacks that when he comes down to swing, if you hit, like, LT and do that, especially, I think, with, like, the smaller shields, they have, like, a faster, you know, hitbox to parry, whatever. You can parry him. And apparently he's a joke because you just parry him and then you attack him and it's whatever. Now, I don't do it that way. I just don't parry. So I'm offering up that tip because if you would like to parry, go for it, because apparently it makes this guy very easy. Now, what I like to do is I like to roll. So this guy is just going to be very aggressive, probably the most aggressive boss in all of Dark Souls outside of the DLC. And yeah, he's always just going to attack you with his sword. He'll go for a grab. He'll kind of do this big, like, and that's your easy time to go in because the animation is so long for him. Also, if you deal enough damage to him, he will stagger, so you can get him in kind of like stagger loops if you're hitting him with enough damage frequently enough. And then outside of that, yeah, it's really just a damage race because he will just go and go and go, and eventually he's going to clip you, and it's going to be really annoying to heal. You can get behind like 2 pillars in the room to heal if you need to, but you really just don't want to get hit because he will just keep punishing you for trying to recover. So all that being said, let's go ahead and fight the final boss, Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. Get your plins ready. Here we go. All right, so he's always going to open with this jump here. We're going to roll it. Ready? Here it comes. We're going to roll that. We're going to hit him. Bam. And here's the grab. You want to see the grab. The grab is super duper slow, and as you can see, I knew he was going to get stunned there. He's going for the grab again. This is exactly what you want to see. And as you can see now, we can tell that if we hit him twice, he is going to stagger. And that's typically the case. Like, typically with Gwyn, if you hit him twice with a decent, like, upgraded weapon, he will stagger. Now you can see he'll do a jumping attack, which we're just going to roll. And then, yeah, he just kind of goes in, man, constantly. And it's really difficult with this game because you just don't have the movement and the agility to be able to kind of, like, you know, get hit and recover. You can do it in Dark Souls 3 and, like, Elden Ring and Bloodborne, but not really in this game. So, as you can see, he just basically swipes with his sword. That's all he does. You really just want to look for that grab. That is your best time, always, to go in. He'll do a thrust there, as you can see. He'll also do that jumping attack that he led with. And that's basically it. That's Gwyn, pretty much. Yeah, he just attacks a lot with a sword. That's pretty much the entire fight. So if you do parry, yeah, you could parry like most of these attacks and make a joke out of him. I just don't like parry, personally. And yeah, you just don't want to get tagged once because he'll just keep chasing you. But you can use these pillars right here to heal. As you can see, we were able to block him with that pillar, so we can heal. And he'll know, too. Like, he'll know you're trying to heal, and he will try to mess you up. So you really have to be careful utilizing the pillars to heal. Now I'm going to hit him here. And he's about 1 or 2 more shots from dying. So we could get him with a R2. But you can see he's getting really aggressive now. He's going to do the grab. I'm going to hit him with an R1. Boop! And down goes Gwyn, Lord of Cinder, with the non-parry style, which, again, is much more difficult, apparently. I've never beaten this guy parrying. Just not my style, ultimately. So that is every single boss guided in Dark Souls Remastered. As many people have already pointed out in the comments, yes, it's weird making guides in 2025. I get it. But ultimately, I would like this channel to turn into a, like, you know, fully guided channel for, like, every major Souls-born, Souls-like game. I would love that because I really want my channel just to be like a, you know, like an encyclopedia. You need help with a boss, you look it up, and there it is, right? So it's going to get way harder from here on out. Dark Souls is relatively easy compared to the other games in the future. But, yeah, I hope these guides helped. Feel free to check the channel for any Dark Souls 1 guide. Let me know what you want to see guided in the future. And subscribe for more. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in whatever comes next. Bye-bye.